Hello everybody, this is Pheno, and yeah, let me explain the thumbnail a little bit. So, when I woke up this morning, I was prompted by a wonderful YouTube email that said, "Hi, policy changes we'd like to notify you of." And I was like, okay, great. YouTube has never been great about actually notifying their audience. So I was like, wow, this could be really cool. Well, guess what happened? I opened up the email and it reads as followed. YouTube, Pheno plays games. Today we are announcing changes to the YouTube Partner Program, YPP. That's awful. While our goals remain to keep YPP open to as many channels as possible, we recognize that we need more safeguards in place to protect creator revenue across the YouTube ecosystem. Click here to learn more. What's changing? Under the new eligibility requirements announced today, your YouTube channel, Pheno Plays Games, will no longer be eligible for monetization because it doesn't meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program on February 20th, 2018, unless you surpass this threshold in the next 30 days. Accordingly, this email serves as a 30 days notice that your YouTube Partner Program terms are terminated. One of YouTube's core values is to provide anyone the opportunity to earn money from a thriving channel. Creators who haven't yet reached this threshold can continue to benefit from our Creator Academy and Help Center, all of the resources on the creator site to grow their channels. Once your channel reaches this new threshold, it will be reviewed to make sure it adheres to our policies and guidelines. If so, monetization will be re-enabled. I've been running this through my head all day, and the first thing that popped into my head was, holy shit, YouTube just fired me. And it's weird because it's written like a formal termination letter. And this video it doesn't fucking matter anymore, but it's definitely gonna get flagged. But I can't understand why they sent it out like this. The communication is fantastic. Thank you, YouTube. I mean, sincerely, thank you for the communication. But you already did this to me once. Last year, I made a very similar video saying that my monetization was getting turned off because I needed to obtain 10,000 views on my channel. I did that. I already met your fucking goals once. And now you're going to restart and give me a new goal. I'm all for moving the goalpost. I've built my goals here on the channel around chasing a subscriber count that matches my video count. YouTube, what the shit? Like, from a business perspective, I 110% understand. The logical, business-oriented side of my brain that sits and looks at numbers all day 100% understands why they're doing this. Google has just hired a bunch of new people in 2018 to come and assist YouTube with their moderation. They need a way to limit moderation that is required for monetization. What do? Well, why not kick the 98% off their monetization cycle, and then they only have to monitor the 2% that are actually getting ad revenue. It's actually pretty smart. The downside is the fact that they are now tying themselves to the creators that are already large on the channel, and they are blatantly screwing the 98%. I don't know if that's the actual number, but they're screwing over a majority of creators here on the platform with these numbers. And if it was one number, that's okay. 1,000 subscribers, yes, albeit I have not met the goal, but it is an obtainable goal here on YouTube to have that many subscribers. 4,000 hours is also a very obtainable goal. However, the fact that both of those clauses need to match, and this is not a or statement, which in most coding language, at least the SQL that I personally write in, the language is referring to a fact that it has to meet both requirements, which means that the algorithms that are running YouTube are now trying to check the box for two classifications instead of just the one, do you have 10,000 views? So this makes it so that a large channel who maybe only puts up 1 or 2 videos a month, they might not be allowed to monetize on their channel anymore unless they reach a very staggering amount of views or hours of watch time. And then you put it on the flip side of somebody with 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time is a lot of watch time. Even though it is within 1 year, it is still a lot of time to have to acquire on a channel. I have 903 videos as of this recording. This will be 904 up and ready to go here on the channel. I ran my total 365-day window of total time watched on my channel, and then I divided it by 60 to get the total amount of hours. I clocked in at about 5,000. That is really good. I have one video that did very well and accumulated a total of 100,000 minutes of my watch time. When you take that out of the equation and you take away that really good video that I still, for whatever reason, have no idea how it did so well, I don't meet the mark anymore. That is terrifying for a creator who might only put up 1 or 2 videos a week, or 1 video a week, or a couple videos a month. But I understand why YouTube is doing it. 100% I understand. What I don't understand is why they have to do this to channels that have been going for a period of time. The monetization portion of it is not a very large deal to me personally. This has been a hobby with the end goal of potentially becoming something someday, but I've already come to the conclusion that it most likely will not be. Not only is YouTube kind of a dying cash cow that is crippling along, not that this is helping, but in the grand scheme of things, the bigger YouTubers, the ones who keep screwing everything up for the smaller creators to begin with, whether it be PewDiePie saying shit he shouldn't be saying, or you've got Logan Paul sprinting around Japan like an idiot. I mean, the big creators, the one that YouTube continues to back, make change like this to give more money to in the long run. It doesn't make any sense to me. As a small creator putting up content so regularly, it doesn't make any sense to me. And it's like, not only has YouTube said we don't give any shits about gaming here on our platform, we want to start catering to the vloggers and the viners, and that is where they want to focus. But they're also saying, if you're small and you haven't been doing this for a long period of time, we're going to take away pretty much all early incentive that you have. 100%. We're going to cut it. And what that's going to do is it is going to open up a larger ad revenue pool for the content creators that meet the metric, which, albeit if you meet the metric, good job. Well done. You guys are going to potentially see some sort of a pay grade increase to this due to the ad revenue that is going to be able to be sprinkled amongst the 2% of creators. But this is literally a YouTube economy where the little guy used to have a chance, and now YouTube has fundamentally shifted their logic to thinking to, it no longer matters. We are going to cater to the people who have already made it. It is no longer let's help, let's push, let's try to incentivize. It's everybody who just spent a year potentially trying to meet 10,000 views as a small creator to hit that threshold and become a YouTube partner. It's not about the money. Being a YouTube partner alone carries something. Same with Twitch. Becoming a partner on these platforms means something to the creator. And the more you do this, it's going to mean more and more. And I can tell you, when everybody could be a YouTube partner, that was great. Then they took it away and they were like, okay, now it's time for you to hit a 10,000 wall. I did that. I busted my ass. I made sure I kept up enough content. I pushed it. It took me 4 months to finally break that wall. We are now up to almost 28,000 views here on the channel. Thank you guys immensely, by the way. And now I've 3 times what the original goal was. My channel has continued to go out of the blue. I wake up first thing in the morning and there's an email saying it doesn't matter. You don't matter. We are terminating your partner program. You're fired. That is what rang through my head this morning when I woke up. You're fired. And I'm sitting here going, I just got fired for doing something that I really enjoy. I never got paid for it. It's been 1 entire year now. Granted, I took a vacation. But 1 year. 1 year of time put into this now. And I already met your first goal, YouTube. And now you're going to go and move it. And I don't know. I watched Jim Sterling's video and he put it perfectly. YouTube has created a system where the rich will continue to get richer. It is it's just the way of the world right now, and it kind of sucks to see it coming into YouTube, because YouTube built itself on its smaller creators, and it built itself on what it had. You could come to this platform and you could do and say whatever you wanted, within reason, of course. There are terms and service here, but it was a place to be yourself. And if you needed to edit yourself, censor yourself, because you knew you were breaking the terms and service, that was your right. But you didn't have to, and YouTube would slap down your videos. YouTube has continued to grow, and they are now so large that they cannot control what they have. And rather than trying to take steps into the direction of helping to control and moderate and assist the smaller channels that have potential here on the platform, this kind of a move, from my perspective as a small creator, just goes to prove everything that I've heard from people who've quit YouTube and say, really, they don't give a fuck about you. Why are you wasting your time? And it's like, where I work now, I don't think really gives that much of a shit about me. I mean, no matter where you work, unless you're your own boss, they don't give a shit about you. You're a number. You are there to do a job. You are there to build somebody else's dream. And YouTube is a way for you to help build your own dream and go for those goals and maybe do something. Be your own boss. Kick it off. Start a gaming channel and become a potential comedian like Markiplier's trying. Like, all of this stuff that goes on. And PewDiePie with his Red series, granted, that didn't work very well, but trying to get into the different avenues. And YouTube just doesn't seem to give a shit. Unless you're built for TV, or you have potential to go into one of their Red series, or I can't even say, or you're behaving yourself, because that doesn't seem to be the fact after the past couple weeks of events either, because their golden boy has just completely and totally fucked up, and nobody seems to care other than the people who brought it to YouTube's attention. Like, it had 600,000 likes before anything was done. YouTube didn't even take his video down. And for those of you that don't know, I'm not going to talk about the video, but it's out there. Just go find Logan Paul fucks up in YouTube, and you'll get everything you need. But it really comes down to the fact that every time YouTube gets put into the limelight, it's the small creators they punish. They punish the creators who, for all intensive purposes, are doing everything the right way. They're uploading daily. They're creating content. They're building their community. Everything this Creator Academy and Help Center promotes to try to help you build your community, YouTube seems to not give a shit about. And yeah, you can go through it. I've taken some of the little Creator Academy tip things. Was it really all that helpful? No. Put your thumbnails in thirds. Great. I mean, it's just little things. And really, it just feels like they're trying to cater to their larger creators. They're leaving everybody else in the dust. And they're forgetting the fact that those large creators that they're helping now, they're all trying to leave right now too, for the most part, because YouTube has continued to screw up their stream of revenue. And they're thinking right now in their red curtain room going, how do we keep the people here on YouTube? Well, we make sure that they're getting a sufficient and straight amount of ad revenue. How do we do that? Why don't we take it away from all the small creators? We opened it up to everybody. We didn't need to do that. Yeah, it's one of those things. Now, small channels, small creators, they're going to go to Twitch. They're all going to shift. It is already where Dave has gone, because frankly, after watching Dave, he's happier on Twitch and he gets more out of Twitch. They work with him. Like, it's really cool to see the polar opposite situation where you have a community fostering itself and striving and doing really well. And then you have YouTube who's like, fuck them. And I know I sound really, upset about it, but in the end, I think it is honestly the right move for YouTube to do this, because long term, those small channels now that are sitting with 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 to 4,000 subs are potentially going to see more promotion. They're going to see their channels potentially get built and grow, because YouTube definitely prioritizes channels that are monetized. And The smaller channels like mine that does monetize their stuff, though be it to a incredibly far lesser extent, right now that monetization factor and the fact that I upload so many videos and they're longer videos, so they trigger the red. Like, these are the things that YouTube looks for when they're trying to move videos around in the background to people who might want to watch them. When you take that monetization off of smaller channels' videos, such as mine, you run into that problem of, is YouTube even going to bother promoting my content anymore on their platform? Because they make nothing off of it. As soon as they can no longer run ads on my video, I become a money sink to them, because I am no longer worth any return. I am uploading videos, taking up server space, and that is it. I am no longer providing anything to YouTube as a business, because I'm just taking up space to them. And all this does is prove it. If you have less than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, you will lose access to everything and be removed from the YouTube Partner Program. Something that I already strive to hit. Those of you who have been watching the channel and have stuck around through my vacation and who have been here for a long period of time have seen me kind of go up and down this roller coaster with YouTube, where I've been expecting YouTube to continuously fuck me the entire time I've been making content. And they do. They have yet to let me down. And the fact that they've yet to let me down does not instill confidence in the fact that 2 months ago, I was done. I had quit and I was 100% not coming back. And the fact that I enjoyed doing this and it made me happy to do this is why I came back. And yes, one of my friends compares it to an addiction, and could very well be right. But the fact of the matter is, Jim Sterling said it the best. If you think YouTube loves you, no matter what size your channel is, you're fucking wrong. They don't. And all this is them moving the goalpost and proving that the people they care about is going to continuously get smaller. They did it. They said it was for everybody. They then moved it to 10,000. That was fair. I 100% stood behind that decision. And even though I think that this is, again, a potentially great thing for the larger creators, they're bumping up the wall about who they give a shit about again. And because they're doing that, they're burning all of the people who could have potentially made it here on the channel. If you take away monetization, you take away YouTube prioritization. And when you take away YouTube prioritization, those small channels will take longer. And YouTube blatantly gave me a 30-day ultimatum. They told me, you need to get your shit together or you need to pack up your shit and get out. Yeah, I may never have been fired personally in my life, but I've seen it happen. And it's pretty similar. So yeah, I woke up yesterday morning. I saw an email. I got slightly excited to see what YouTube had on the horizon. And yeah, after that, they fired me. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like, give it a share. For those of you who are watching this video and who've been here for a while and going, is he going to quit? Is he going to take another vacation? No. When I came back, I made the decision to give this a go. I'm in it for at least another year. That is what I've committed to myself. A lot of other YouTubers who do similar stuff where they do gaming content, slightly vlog content, and like stuff like this, they all say it takes time. And I knew that when I came in, and it's not why I quit the first time, and it's definitely not going to be why I quit the second time. I'm going to continue to give this a go, and I'm going to continue to climb YouTube's hurdles. And come February 20th, it sucks, but I most likely won't be a partner. It would be an incredible amount of growth, and it would be, I hate to say it, it's fairly unlikely that I can get 852 subscribers in the next 30 days. It's unlikely. It's depressing, but it is in fact very unlikely. But it's really going to come down to you guys in giving this video a share, giving it a like, throwing it out there for people to watch. I know it went on a little bit longer than some of my other videos, but yeah, thank you all very much. Pheno Plays Games is going to stick around. We're going to keep playing games. But YouTube, they're not going to give a shit about the fact that we're still playing games. And it kind of sucks because when you work for somebody, you kind of want your boss to know you work there. And YouTube, as of the 20th, yeah, they don't give a shit that I work here anymore. And they've made that perfectly clear that I'm just part of another percent and I no longer matter. Thank you all very much for watching. Again, I'm Pheno, and as always, till the next video.